I guess cycling through Chicago winters, day to day, year after year, forces you to really come to terms with the reasons that drove you to start biking year-round.
Looks just like the sun, looks just like it, looks just like the sun, looks just like it.
After a while, cycling becomes more than just good exercise and a great time.
But I'm breathing, thinking
You become more aware of the world around you. The war for oil in Iraq, global warming and the environmental disasters that have sprung loose, hundreds of thousands of lives lost to vehicular violence. Car culture is spinning a web of destruction that seems to be choking the life out of everything around us.
tree of antlers on his head, weary red split open eyes.
If you're like me, those reasons didn't get you on a bike, but they make it a lot easier to stay on one. The more you ride, the further you seem to divorce yourself from the mayhem of car culture. Still, every cold, shitty day is a slap in the face to your resolve. But every winter you bike through provides a form of absolution.
But I'm breathing, thinking one. Here we go.
I guess taking the enlightened road would have me peacefully cycling away to my own private nirvana. But I can't just turn away and not look back as the world goes to hell.
Gold and red, the colors change, so can't forget.
What a happy coincidence that the auto industry chooses to celebrate its gleeful disregard for everything sacred right in the frozen middle of bike winter. For this is the time of the year that I'm at my self-righteous best, and the icy jewel in the frosty crown of each bike winter is the car show Shutdown.
Coming down the mountain, one of many children. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. Holding it back, hurts so bad. Jump on out of my flesh and I'll slay ya. Yes, yeah.
Say no to the Chicago Auto Show! Say no to the Chicago Auto Show!
Each new year, my resolution is to take a closer look at the chart of our ailing car culture. The symptoms are generally clearly evident. You can see them on the news, and even in the commercials on during the news.
Isn't the cause of an accident? Yeah, like watching TV, commercial comes on.
Advertisers love to show us how airbags are saving lives, even though traffic fatalities haven't decreased in a decade. Recent results show deaths due to vehicular violence are on the rise.
Retro cars are in, and people have a lot of nostalgia.
The auto industry takes great pains and even greater expense to minimize the perception of just how damaging cars are to human life and the Earth's environment. After all, traffic accidents are so mundane, so everyday. The message is, don't worry, we've got you covered. Brush it off. Hurry up and get on with your busy life. In the last 10 years, the U.S. has continually lost over 37,000 people each year to vehicular violence. just over 39,000 people in 2005. No disrespect to the victims of 9/11 and the ensuing war on terror, but that's a paper cut compared to the bloodbath we willingly climb into each year. Looking at U.S. casualties since 2001, just under 3,000 people were killed in the September 11th attacks in New York, Washington, and Pennsylvania. 3,500 soldiers have been killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. We can attribute a total of 6,500 deaths due to terrorism and warfare since 2001. Due to vehicular violence, the United States has lost 192,463 people since 2001. And that's not including the statistics from 2006, which would put us well over 200,000. We will spend billions of dollars searching for the dirty bombs, and we'll throw away thousands of lives hunting down all the terrorists. But our dirty little secret is that the dirty bombs are parked in every garage, in every house, in every neighborhood across America. And chances are you know the sniper that's going to take you out because they live right down the street from you. Hard to recognize genocide when it comes one death at a time.
Tonight, many who knew Maya are sickened by this tragedy.
And it's hard to notice climate change until it's changed life on Earth as you know it. The news media is starting to put a much brighter spotlight on the issue of global warming.
If ice melts earlier in the spring by as little as a week, it has significant impacts on polar bears.
And our government is ever so slowly responding. The polar bear has been added to the endangered species list, and global warming is being linked to the declining polar bear population. If you saw Al Gore's film, An Inconvenient Truth, you might remember an animation that demonstrates the trouble polar bears are running, or should I say swimming into. It imagines the scene of a polar bear being denied relief from a long swim by trying to rest on a floating ice pack. It struck me as being very realistic, especially showing that the polar bear would just keep swimming on, seemingly unfazed. I tried to think of a polar bear just chugging along without fear. Does the bear really know she's fucked? No. There has to be fear. The bear knows the great feeling of relief and safety that the ice pack would offer. Therefore, the polar bear must know the fear and desperation of swimming towards a vast open expanse of water with no relief in sight. Keep in mind, the polar bear embodies millions of years of survival skills. The bears just don't swim off into the horizon and drop. The problem is we have changed the polar bear's home at a pace greater than their ability to adapt. In the last seconds before its great big heart gives out and its lungs fill with cold salt water as it slips beneath the surface, the bear has to be thinking, what is happening? Where is the ice?